sales.
Have you ever wondered how top salespeople sell anything to anyone? They're not magicians, nor do they possess some supernatural power. It's their knack for grabbing the customer's attention right off the bat that sets them apart. You see, in the realm of sales, first impressions are paramount. That initial interaction, it's a golden opportunity to make your product or service shine. Successful salespeople understand this. They know the importance of capturing the customer's attention and making a strong, lasting impression. Imagine you're in a bustling marketplace. Everywhere you turn, there are countless products vying for your attention. What makes you stop and take notice? It's the one that stands out, the one that grabs your attention. The same principle applies to sales. If you want to sell anything to anyone, your product or service needs to stand out from the crowd. It needs to grab the customer's attention and hold it. Remember, the first impression is often the last impression. What's the secret sauce to effective selling? Understanding your customer. Imagine you're a tailor. Your job isn't to simply sell a suit, it's to craft a garment that fits the client perfectly. This notion is the crux of selling. It's not about pushing a product or service, but tailoring your offering to the customer's unique situation. And to do that, what do you need? You've got it. Understanding. Let's delve deeper. Why is understanding your customer so crucial? Well, it's simple. The more you know about your customer, the better you are at addressing their specific needs and wants. It's about knowing what makes them tick, what keeps them up at night, and what they aspire to achieve. These are their pain points, their desires, their goals. Now here's a truth bomb for you. Every customer is different. They each have their own set of unique pain points and aspirations. So, a one-size-fits-all sales pitch? That's a no-go. Successful salespeople are like chameleons, adapting their approach to fit the customer's unique situation. They research, they listen, they empathize. So how do you go about understanding your customer? It starts with research. Dig into their industry, their competition, their challenges. Follow their social media, read their blog posts, subscribe to their newsletters. It's a bit like being a detective, piecing together the clues to form a complete picture. But don't stop at research. Engage with your customers. Listen to their stories, their concerns, their dreams. Ask probing questions that go beyond the surface. Show genuine interest and empathy. Remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Ultimately, understanding your customer is the key to effective selling. It allows you to tailor your sales pitch to make it resonate with their unique situation. It's about selling a solution, not a product. It's about building a relationship, not making a transaction. And remember, a sales pitch is only as good as its relevance to the customer. So make it relevant, make it resonate, make it count. Because in the end, the customer isn't buying a product or service, they're buying a solution to their problem. And that's the magic of understanding your customer. A sales pitch is only as good as its relevance to the customer. Trust is the foundation of any successful sale. It's the invisible thread that weaves together the customer and the salesperson, the product and the promise. In the world of sales, trust is the currency that holds the most value. It's not just about making a sale, it's about forging a relationship, a bond that is built on honesty, transparency, and reliability. So how do we build this trust? Well, it begins with being genuine. Authenticity shines through and customers can sense it. When a salesperson is authentic, they don't just sell a product or a service, they sell their belief in it. They share their enthusiasm and conviction, and this is infectious. It brings customers on board, not just with the product, but with the person selling it. Trust is also about transparency. It's about being clear and open about what you're offering, the benefits and the limitations. It's about not hiding the small print, but making it part of the big picture. When a salesperson is transparent, they don't just sell a product, they sell honesty. They sell the truth, and in doing so, they build trust. And then there's reliability. This is the cornerstone of trust. As a salesperson, you must deliver on your promises and follow through on your commitments. When you say you'll do something, do it. When you promise something, deliver on it. This consistency in action builds a reputation of reliability, and this is what customers trust. But remember, trust is not something that can be demanded or assumed. It's not a box to be ticked or a step to be skipped. Trust is earned, painstakingly, bit by bit, through every interaction, every promise kept, every expectation met. It's a journey, not a destination. And it's a journey that can make or break a sale. Let's not forget that trust is not a one-way street. It's a mutual understanding, a shared belief, It's about respecting the customer, understanding their needs, and meeting them honestly and openly. It's about creating a relationship that goes beyond the sale, a relationship that is based on trust. Trust is earned, not given, and it can make or break a sale. Now that you've caught their attention, understood their needs, and built trust, it's time to present your solution. As the curtain rises on this crucial stage of the sales journey, remember that the product or service you're selling is more than just an item or a utility. It is a solution, a key that unlocks an answer to your customer's need or problem. It's a bridge that connects their present predicament to a future filled with possibilities. When you present your product or service, don't just rattle off a list of features. Features are useful, yes, but what's more important are the benefits. A feature is something your product does. A benefit, on the other hand, is what your customer gets out of it. It's the answer to their unspoken question, what's in it for me? Here's where the art of storytelling comes into play. Paint a vivid picture of how your product or service can improve your customer's life or business. Show them a world where their problem is no longer a roadblock, but a stepping stone towards a better outcome. Make them the protagonist of your story, and your product or service the hero that helps them conquer their challenges. Imagine you're selling a high-tech vacuum cleaner. You could talk about its high-powered motor, its innovative dust collection system, or its long-lasting battery. But what your customer really wants to hear is how it can cut their cleaning time in half, giving them more time to spend with their family or pursue their hobbies, how it can trap allergens, creating a healthier home environment, how it can save them money in the long run by not having to replace bags or filters. Don't just sell a product or service, sell a lifestyle, sell an experience, sell a future where their problem is a thing of the past. In the world of sales, you're not just a salesperson. You're a problem solver, a storyteller, a guide leading your customer to a solution that best fits their needs. Remember, you're not just selling a product or service, you're selling a solution. The final step in the sales process is closing the sale. This is the moment of truth, the grand finale, the pivotal point where all your efforts culminate. It's a carefully choreographed dance, and knowing the right steps can make all the difference. Let's start with the assumptive close. This technique is as simple as it sounds. You assume that the sale is a done deal. You've built rapport, understood the customer's needs, presented the solution, and now you're merely finalizing the details. You might say something like, "So, shall we set up delivery for next week?" It's not a question of if they're buying, but when. Then there's the summary close. Here you succinctly recap the key points that have been discussed, the benefits of the product or service, and how it addresses the customer's needs. This serves as a reminder of the value proposition and helps cement the decision in the customer's mind. You might say, "So, to summarize, our product will increase your productivity by 30%, reduce costs, and comes with a 3-year warranty. Does that sound good?" The urgency close is another effective technique. This involves creating a sense of urgency to encourage the customer to make a decision quickly. It could be an offer that's about to expire or a product that's almost out of stock. The key here is to be genuine and not to create false urgency. It might sound like, "This special discount is only available until the end of the month. I wouldn't want you to miss out." Successful salespeople know when to ask for the sale. They can read the signals and gauge the customer's readiness. But even the best salespeople face objections. Handling objections is not about winning an argument. It's about understanding the customer's concerns and addressing them effectively. Closing the sale is an art. It requires patience, persistence, and a dash of persuasion. But remember, a successful close is not just about making a sale. It's about creating a satisfied customer who will come back for more and spread the word about your product or service. That's the ultimate goal of every sale. So there you have it, the secret to selling anything to anyone. We started off by grabbing attention, because let's face it, you can't sell a thing if no one's listening. We learned that it's not about shouting the loudest, but about making the right noise that turns heads in your direction. Then, we dove into understanding the customer. We unraveled the art of listening, observing, and empathizing to truly get into their shoes. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what we're selling, but about what they're buying. Next, we discussed building trust. We highlighted that trust isn't built overnight, but is a result of consistent actions that show you're reliable, honest, and value their needs. We then moved on to presenting the solution, painting a picture where their problem disappears thanks to your product or service. Lastly, we tackled the art of closing the sale, where you confidently ask for the commitment and seal the deal. Master these steps and you too can become a top salesperson.